for our 1 year anniversary and got horse tartare, and I was a little apprehensive, but it was delicious.
Okay, now here, newsflash. I actually have a major restaurant in our family, and my family owns, not my direct family, but my cousins all own the top steakhouse in Toronto on Elm Street called Barbarian Steakhouse.
Really?
Yeah, on Elm, and so if you ever are in Toronto again, you mention my
go check him out.
my cousin Aaron, and he may give you a discount, he may not, or he may charge you full price.
Well, that's the cool thing about Detroit. We're like a stone's throw from Toronto, Chicago. You got all these
it's crazy,
great
right?
things around us.
Yeah.
There's no reason we can't.
Some comedian friend of mine has this joke. It's not hilarious, but he keeps saying Detroit is the biggest. It's the biggest major city in America that's on the border of Canada, and it is kind of true. It is.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's like Detroit is unappreciated, but now it's going to be appreciated. It's the gem that. What are you going to say, Rob? Rob wants to say.
Get in there, Rob.
I mean, we're in a world. Listen, I've lived. Listen, I'm 51. I've lived in New York City. I have lived in Los Angeles. I have lived in Chicago. I've lived in all three of those cities, and I have a lot of stuff to compare with Detroit. I've been to France. I've been to different places like that, Mexico, whatever. I've been to whatever. So, my point is this. For instance, where we're at the Foundation Hotel, this is just as good as anything you'd find in New York.
Oh yeah.
Same thing with where Shannon lives in Corktown.
Except
that
it's
Gold Cash Gold.
Yeah.
That's an awesome. Have you ever been in that place?
Yeah. Gold Cash Gold is great brunches.
It's a cool place.
Chef Brendan Edwards and Haley over there, they do some really good work.
Now I went to this. I don't want to knock any Detroit restaurants, but there was an unnamed. I won't name it.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I won't. But they had this
only positivity.
Only positive stuff. They had a chicken and waffle thing, and it was chicken wings with waffles.
Gotcha.
I wanted the chicken breast.
Good.
But anyway, we were supposed to go.
Cuzzo's is great up on Livernois.
Oh,
I have to check that out.
Really good.
That place is good.
For chicken and waffles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love chicken.
I know you got a side of catfish too, fried catfish and waffles. I know it sounds weird, but
No. I would eat the heck
delicious.
out of it. Are you kidding? I drizzle maple syrup all over the chicken. And, do you do that too, Rob? The first chicken and waffles I ever had was Roscoe's. I don't know.
I don't. Brown.
Whatever. No, but seriously, we were supposed to. Shannon and my friend, I have a pastor friend who just resigned from our church, and he's from Los Angeles, and I was like, come on, let's go out for brunch. And then we were supposed to go to the Dime place.
Yeah,
but it was too long of a line.
Yep. That's New Detroit for you.
Yeah, it is New Detroit. It's crazy.
What are these things called lines?
No, I mean there needs to be another brunch place nearby.
Exactly.
Maybe. What about Fist of Curry?
Maybe. We do open at 11 on the weekends at Fist of Curry.
What do you guys serve there?
So it's curries from around the world. Our best seller so far has been the tikka masala, which I think is pretty Indian focused. But then we also have Thai, Chinese, Indonesian, Malaysian. We have a Jamaican jerk curry with roasted brisket. That's awesome. And then as far as snacks go, we do these cheese sticks. They're wrapped in wonton wrappers and fresh sage leaves, deep fried with a tikka masala dip.
Wow.
So it's curry stuff, but it's also stuff be recognizable and approachable for really cool atmosphere. It's like 70s roller rink just kind of popped in there. It's neat.
Wait.
And where is
Wait. What do you mean a 70s roller rink? What are you talking about?
It's on 18th and Bagley, in the beginning of Mexican Town over there in Southwest. But we have a lot of orange and yellow and brown and 70s kind of colors. We're playing kung fu movies from the 70s.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. I did not see that.
We're
Maybe I
still
was in the wrong
growing.
room.
So I don't know if you guys know the story a little bit. So we did open a fish place called Huron Room.
I love that place. The Monte Cristo was my jam.
I know.
We have a fourth place?
That's what I was going to say.
We did. So
Okay.
we did up until about 3 weeks ago.
I'm glad Rob is here. He knows all these places.
Thanks, Rob.
Rob gets
I love your food.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. We work hard. Got a lot of good people there helping out with that. But the Huron Room was just, I think, wrong place, wrong time. People want a little bit more, but of value in that area, and we wanted to give them that, and that's kind of our thing with Green Dot and Johnny's. You know, it's not anything that's going to break the bank, and we wanted to bring that back. I think we kind of caught ourselves in a middle ground of like, we weren't expensive, but we also weren't cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was a little too bright in there, I think. So we added some, some curtains and some softer colors in the Curry's place, and I don't know. I think so far it feels a little cozier. And by all means, we're gonna redo the fish concept at some point, just maybe on the water somewhere.
Yeah, it was excellent.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome menu, and I loved how it kept rotating.
Yep.
And I like literally was like on Twitter, and I would see stuff for it, and I'd be like, okay, girl, let's go. Where are we going?
Well, and we have a patio over there too. So for like brunch or lunches during the summer, it's awesome to just sit outside and kind of watch the world go by.
Yeah, I love the Monte Cristo and the beer mimosa. That was
Yep. Wait, what's the Monte Cristo? What am I missing?
It was like a French toast breakfast sandwich that was just everything.
So yeah,
Awesome.
French toast, but with ham and cheese in the middle of it, and then syrup poured over.
Delicious.
Powdered sugar.
So good.
Yeah.
I had for my first time. Have you ever heard of the Two-Way Inn?
I haven't been there though. I've heard really good things.
I discovered this place because I do
Where's that at?
comedy event. It's at 17897 Mount Elliott.
Okay.
In Detroit, and it's supposedly, according to them, it's Detroit's oldest bar, and they bill it as Detroit's oldest dive bar. It was built in 1876.
Whoa.
It's like kind of like almost like a cabin like up north, like in Detroit.
Nice.
And they had a brunch there last Sunday, and I went there with Shannon, of course, and they had chocolate French toast, which I've never had. It was damn delicious.
That's awesome.
Chocolate. You ever had chocolate French toast?
Actually, I'm allergic to chocolate. Black on black crime.
So is the chef at Curry. Yeah, Chef David over there. He's allergic to chocolate, and I just made these brownies, and I was like, "Here, man, try this." He's like, "You trying to kill me, chef?"
And he's also allergic to weed. They were special brownies. Just kidding. Rob says that I have to be a little bit more cultured here.
Mom's listening.
Because I have had I'll admit it, I've had a couple Love You Detroit podcasts where I was completely high out of my mind because I didn't know what I was doing, and I was technically deficient, and a friend of mine was helping me out. And I hope all this stuff is getting recorded. That's why we have a backup video. And by the way, if any of this doesn't work, we'll do this again because this is so much fun. And I want to even have a third person. Coco from 105.9 is supposed to be here. Also, DJ DDT from WJLB. Some people can make it, some people can't. But I think this is pretty good as it is. I mean, I'm already getting hungry. I mean, maybe you could come back and bring some delicious dishes or something, and we could promote that. You know, as Love You Detroit.
I want to know more about standard.
Yeah. Let's talk about standard Detroit.
I was gonna ask one more thing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I haven't been to the New King yet.
Okay.
But my friend works up here, and they're like, oh yeah, past this New King place, and it was so good.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. I'm like, where the hell is it at?
It's right under the Ambassador Bridge.
Yeah, and he was like, it was like by the post office and blah 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 blah, and he was just like raving about it, and that's all the way in Monroe. And like, literally telling every single person all day, like, yeah, I'm away from Detroit. And I was just like, I have to go there. So what do you guys offer there?
We have that's a noodle house. So at the curry shop we do a lot of rice dishes. At the noodle shop we do Japanese inspired ramen. Okay. But kind of like the curry thing, we know we're not Japanese. I'm not trying to recreate your Japanese grandmother's soup. Mm-hmm. I would never dare do that because it's not going to be as good. We're just
Japanese grandmothers.
Yeah.
But I don't have a Japanese.
Well, everyone's grandma makes the best that thing, right? So if we're open, I don't want to. Yeah, and that I don't want to have any of that sentiment because we have gotten some of that.
Yeah.
And it's just tough because I know nobody's going to El Barzone and saying that they're appropriating Italian cuisine or anything like that. So I don't know. It's a fine line to walk, but as long as we give good service, good food, and we're coming at it with good intentions, I don't see any problem with it. I mean, honestly, for me being a downriver guy and not really getting to see the world.
I mean, you're down to earth.
This is my way of getting that, though. For not everyone can travel to Burma, but maybe you can go to the curry shop and taste something, right?
Yeah.
Kind of expanding Detroit rather than just Coney's and corned beef, right?
Yeah,
that's great now.
Everybody's horizon.
Right, exactly, and that's what we're trying to do. And no one's saying that you know, Indian people can't come down here and open a curry shop. We'd love it. I wish there was, you know, but it's kind of it's funny that way, you know, just trying to fight that stuff.
I have to ask you though, what made you come up with a curry shop? And I forgot if I'd already asked you this or you already mentioned it.
I love eating curry. So my wife's Irish, and one of her uncles, my uncle now on her side is Indian, and being Irish in the UK, they eat a lot of curry in the UK.
Right.
Just it's
right.
An easy
That's true.
That's
true. When I went to England in 1984, it was the first time. It was during Live Aid, and I saw for my first time something called Indian takeaway.
Yeah. They
call it Indian takeaway instead of takeout. Takeaway.
Yeah. I think curry is to food in the United States what soccer is to sports.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like off the wall.
Well, every other country in the world is doing soccer, and we're just now getting hip to it, kind of thing, right? I think it's the same for curry. Like I said, Jamaica, Indonesia, you name a country, and they're probably eating some form of curry.
Sure.
The definition of curry is a really vague one. Another reason we chose this concept was it's basically just a highly spiced sauce or a gravy with chopped meat or vegetables. I mean, that could be anything.